It is time.
It's Galaxy Jams Reacts. This Sunday, hanging out, just having a good time, listening to music. That's what we like to do during Galaxy Jams Reacts. And we're going to react now to a live performance from Radiohead from the Basement concert series. This is Lotus Flower. Check it.
I love this series.
Oh, it's great. The sound is perfect.
Effects unit. And I'll do the reverb. Just this one here. Just this one here. Just this one here. Just this one here. Just this one here.
I think that was a line 6 relay pedal. Or DL4.
How great it is two drummers to be that syncopated.
God,
It almost sounds like just like one drummer, but it's
when Radiohead went to
crazy.
the 2 drummer thing for these albums, or I think because it was a newer thing, they didn't start out like that.
No.
And they added the drummer, and I love the 2 drummer thing.
Right.
King Gizzard had 2 drummers at the beginning of their stuff. Grateful Dead does 2 drummers. Allman Brothers, but something about the tightness of the drummers on this session is really addictive.
Oh yeah.
I like how they had that little bit right before they started playing where it was kind of like this candid shot of them like dicking around
Yeah,
until
doing a little
they
Trying to get the
started.
tempo right on like the tap tempo.
That's the cool thing about this series too. The Live in the Basement, they did it for a couple albums, right?
Yeah, for 2 of theirs, and they have other people on there. Queens of the Stone Age. They
Oh,
also
there's
have,
other sessions.
Oh yeah, there's the Racketeers, the White Stripes. There's a many Beck. Some Beck.
I need to check those
Yeah.
out.
Watch all of these too.
Usually I type in like from the Basement Radiohead because I like watching these. But then the other day I was like from the Basement. I was like, oh, there's a ton of them. They're all really, really great.
And Tom York's vocals are just amazing sounding in this production. The reverb and that microphone really complements his voice. So.
I love how like everything's intentional.
He looped the maracas.
had some great bass lines today.
Oh yeah. His bass lines are always pretty good.
We were shrinking and we quiet as mice. And while the cat is away, do what we want. Do what we want.
You mentioned that there's two drummers, and I think that one thing I want to point out is that there's not a lot going on in this song. It's just his vocals and the bass line and like a little kind of like, airy tone, right? And then it's just the drums. And, when you're like doing that, I feel like the drums like have to be absolutely on purpose and like absolutely on point, because my point is that there's like nothing else going on, so you're focusing so much on the drums, and it's like usually like, for example, with the Grateful Dead, if the drums weren't totally on, it doesn't matter because there's like this gigantic huge thing of sound that's behind them. But I feel like with this production it's not like that.
Yeah, and this album, King of Limbs, right?
Yep.
They were definitely delving into some groove based stuff more. Like it
Oh, yeah.
wasn't like the album before that, In Rainbows. It was like more rock and had some. Well, it had 15 step. It had some electronic kind of stuff.
Right.
And I feel like this album, they really were about the texture and the rhythm track, like Mike is explaining, and it makes Tom York's vocals like just soar.
Yeah, really stand out.
Yeah.
There's an empty space inside my heart. It's taken when I set you free. I set you free.
They have like off time hi-hats.
Just to see what is. Bird that's flown into my room.
I like that cool rhythm play.
I've never heard a Radiohead song that I didn't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Me too.
Yeah, all their songs have the chance to grow on you.
One thing I like about their music sometimes their music has tons of layers to it. But what I like about stuff like this, especially that they did kind of on that album as a whole, is the bass player would stop and wouldn't even play for like half the song, He'd come in only at moments, or the sub bass that was reflecting what he was doing.
And
Everything was very naked. And it was just like when he's just singing and there's a little bit of guitar ambient noise and then it's just Tom's voice with the drums. It's so pure.
And that makes
sounding.
the percussion, like the maraca,
Right.
stand out. Like that's such a huge texture when there's not as much going on.
Right.
Texturally, like it makes every single thing like more important. I agree with that. And I also think I like that song too because it goes between the sub bass and the regular bass, like you said, and you can tell when I think Colin Greenwood. Wait, is that Colin Greenwood on bass?
Yes.
And yeah.
So were him and Johnny like brothers? I didn't know.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I didn't know
And
that.
so when it goes to him, you can hear the action of his fingers, but in the intro of the song, it's like the sub bass coat. So it gives the song kind of a arc when it comes to the bass lines. And I love that album. Actually, when I first heard that album, I didn't like it. Like on first listen. back when it came out, and then it was one of my favorites after a while. It grew on me.
I was the
That's
same way
how-
with Amnesiac too.
That's
Yeah.
how a lot of my favorite bands happen. Like maybe I don't like them at first, and then I'm like, oh.
And that song too, when they first came out, it had a music video where he was like dancing. Really, I thought we were gonna watch that. We should watch that one day though, just to watch him.
I'll watch it again.
It's just funny. It's like this viral thing
Right.
that he did.
This little dance.
Yeah, and I think that was part of the reason why I thought the album was weird, because that was my first impression, was that video.
Right.
And it was that song too, which is a great song, Lotus Flower. Thanks for bringing that to the table.
No problem.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kai here with Galaxy Jams. I hope you enjoyed that React video. If you didn't know, we live stream a music improv show every single Tuesday, and we'd love to have you there. But if you want to hear what we sound like, just give us 30 seconds.